morning, guys. If you guys are in the Winter Park area and you like bagels, this is the place to come. It's called Broken Bagels. Let me see that first bite. Let me see that first bite. Oh yeah.
What?
Grab it long enough to go inside the car. Once you lay it on the hood, just wrap it around inside the car.
So today, the goal is to change the thermostat. Me and my buddy Dewey did it last night, but we forgot to put the gasket back on it. So me and my dad are here. We're gonna try to do it today, put the gasket back on it, seal it. So yeah. But when you don't have the hood latch, you improvise.
He's got a car, so he's definitely gonna have to learn to work on it. This is Dad supervising.
Got this.
He's already replaced the part, so he knows how to do it.
What?
Oh, maybe not. The new one. But anyone who may be needing to change this in their car themselves, that's where the thermostat is. Sorry. I don't know if you can see it right in there. You just move two of the hoses, clamp that one, kind of get it out of your way, and it's literally 3 bolts. And this is the part I forgot to put on last night. This is the gasket. Can't have metal on metal. If you can see that, it's called a gasket maker. It just helps seal the gasket. Permatex. That was a lot easier this time.
You can see what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's not pitch black dark.
I mean, they're pretty fingery tight-ish. Tightening everything back up.
This is actually our supervisor.
Am I in trouble?
Yes. You did it wrong.
What have I done? Those is what I took off for this one. That goes on the top of it. I mean, it's pretty easy. You literally just put it. Well, maybe put the big one back on. No, I'm not sure which one we should put back on first. Yeah, we'll put the little one on first.
Yeah, we'll do the little one first.
Okay, so.
Gotta put the clamp on it.
But literally, you take this hose, just take it off, and then this one, take it off. Don't forget to put the clamp on. Big. Sometimes you gotta improvise. If you guys have to do this, I would end up buying these clamps. Much easier to work with. got the flat head tip on the end of it. But it's normally it comes with these ones you gotta squeeze right here. They're a pain in the butt. Highly recommend getting those. Alright. And for those of you who might not know like what a thermostat does essentially, from what I understand, it seems to, when the engine gets hot, yes, you have a radiator, but that'll open up and let like some of the water go inside of the engine and cool it down. And mine was just, it would be about right there the whole time, but then say I start driving, it would just skyrocket to H. So we're assuming it's the thermostat, because it also replenished the reservoir valve for the antifreeze, but it's actually supposed to be sucking that into the radiator and into the motor, but this wasn't opening and letting it. So hopefully this is the problem. If not, then it's going to be the water pump, and you have to take that off, and then take this black cover right there off. Sorry, the belt's ring, I don't want to touch it. And then I don't know, there's a timing chain on it, and it runs that water pump, so that's going to be a pain. So hopefully that's not it, but it seems to be running okay now. This is my dad's, what year is this? 93. 93? 93 Jeep inline 6. It's got the racing cam. Brand new.
Racing radiator.
Racing radiator as well. K&N air filter. Got the Skyjack shocks and the steering stabilizer. And it's got flow masters on. I like it. When you're stranded at night, boom. You get. Sometimes the oil gauge doesn't work, you just gotta tap it. Race car. About this corner right here. Okay, we're doing good. So far, so good. Hey, watch out for the guard dogs. Alright guys, we made it all the way from Oviedo to Claremont. The car was almost trying to overheat, but I think it was just a little low on fluid, but it seemed to do great. So now tomorrow at 8 a.m. we are getting this windshield replaced. I don't know how well you can see that. It's pretty cracked. We made it.
Awesome.
And on the Jeep. Here's something I bet you don't see every day. A pet rabbit. But not just one. Two. I'm going to try to install that seatbelt because I thought it was seized up when you pulled it. Because I guess when you're in an accident and the airbags go off, it has those sensors in it and it'll lock it up. But apparently with these, I guess there's like a little electronic piece on the end of it and you have to plug it in. But I'm gonna try to do that really quick. Might as well do something. There's a bunch of bolts. And then there's two back there. And then I'm assuming this is gonna pull out. And then if you can see that hole right in there, I believe that's where the motor goes, because I looked on the other side. That one's a lot easier. The driver's side is so much easier because you have to take this whole back piece off right here. All right, so I got everything apart.
Well, look at it this
Got that out.
Wow, that was for 2,000.
As you can see, it took all that foam stuff that was out, but now I can see why the seatbelt didn't work, because whoever owned the car, this is the little switch and someone had cut the switch off. Because this is supposed to plug into it and someone cut the switch off of it. Looks like I'm gonna have to get some racing seats sooner than I thought. So we'll get everything cleaned up, get everything back together, and probably drive around for a minute, see how the car does, because like I said, on the way here it was overheating a little bit, so we'll have to see how it does just for a minute before I head back. I mean, that's an hour drive from Claremont back to Oviedo, so I'm just gonna hang out with Dad for a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm exhausted. Had a pretty rough day. The car seemed to be doing great, and we took it just for like a quick test drive, because the dude was supposed to come put that window in today, but he forgot to order the glass. We were going to do it tomorrow. He was going to come to my house, but we just took it for a quick test drive because I mean I made it from here to Groveland. That's about an hour drive, and it did okay. It got a little warm, but it was okay. And I don't know, let it sit overnight. Woke up this morning, all the fluids were great, everything was great. Took it for a test drive, it was great. So we were gonna run up to the parts store and get one of the clamps for the battery. And I don't know. We got back in the car, went to go back home, and started spitting and sputtering. A bunch of smoke was coming out of the exhaust. So we had pulled over, and there was antifreeze coming out of the right pipe, the exhaust, test pipe, whatever it's called. And the motor was shaking like it had a really bad misfire. So it's looking like the head gasket is blown, which is about a $1,500 repair, is what I've been quoted. Looks like we're probably just gonna take the tag off and let it sit for a couple months so I can save up some money to get another motor. I mean, that's about it. So I don't know if I'll see you guys for a while or not. Hopefully you've enjoyed some of the content I've been posting, but if anything else happens, I just feel like filming, I'll film it. If not, then I mean, you probably won't see me until I get the car back up and running. I mean, yeah, I don't want to get too personal. I mean, I got a lot of other things going on right now. But yeah, guess I'll see you guys around.